1972, a strange year in the world of sport, a year which saw almost as many athletic events splashed across the front page and the editorial page as across the sports page of the hometown newspaper. 1972, in many respects, a regrettable and unfortunate year in the world of sports.
Munich, Germany, Olympic Village. We have just been informed that terrorists have taken an unknown number of Israeli athletes hostage and are holding them at gunpoint.
A stick-swinging, bench-emptying brawl between the fledgling World Hockey Association and the established National Hockey League fought on the courts of two countries. A Kentucky Derby-winning racehorse allegedly drugged into subpar performance against lesser competition later in the year. A bad labor dispute leading to a strike delaying the start of the baseball season. A threat of congressional reprisal against Commissioner Pete Rozelle's local blackout policy of NFL games. A chess match in Iceland that threatened to explode into an international incident. That was the troubled side of sport in 1972, but the action that took place on the fields of competition was as exciting as any true sports fan could ask for. The excitement began on day 1 of 72, New Year's Day, and never let up. Day 2 of 72, the Dallas Cowboys against the San Francisco 49ers for the NFC title.
Witcher to the near side. Out to the left side is Gene Washington. And the backfield split, Vic Washington left and Willard to the right. The 14-yard line. Fake to Willard, back to throw Brody, 5 yard. It's intercepted! And down to the 1-yard line. George Andre. George Andre got it. High formation now. Thomas and Hill. Hayes to the right. Now they shift. Thomas right, Hill left. Second down and goal at the 1. To Calvin. He's in for the touchdown. Hill scores for Dallas and leads 6-0. Back to throw is Staubach. He waits. He runs to his left, being pursued all the way back to the 5-yard line, coming back to the 10. Back off to his right. Gets a block from Manders. Throws the ball downfield to Reeves at the 35. Then he moves out to the 40, and it's a first down at the 40-yard line of Dallas. A great play by Staubach. Third and goal at the 2. 9:31 remaining. Thomas right, double wing. Now Garrison moves in, they exchange, and Thomas goes left. Staubach pitches out to Thomas around left end. There goes Wade, touchdown for Wade Thomas. No flags, touchdown. Garrison and Thomas were mixed up in the backfield on assignments. Garrison started to shift to the right. Thomas was where he was supposed to stand. He told Wayne to go to the left. Wayne just got over and got set before the snap. It may have confused the defense because the offense was certainly confused, and Wayne went around left end with no touch. Here come the 49ers out. Witcher wide to the left. Wallach at tight end on the left side. On the right side is Gene Washington split. Willard and Vic Washington in the backfield. At the 29, second down. Willard is hit by Lilly behind the line of scrimmage. Gene Washington wide to the left. Witcher wide to the right. In the backfield now is Vic Washington and Willard. Brody the quarterback, and he drops back to the 10-yard line to pass. Throws one down the middle. Intercepted by Jordan at the 20. Back to the 15. Jordan down to the 10. Jordan to the 7-yard line. Leroy Jordan. Cowboys take over on their own 5-yard line with 1 second left. There it is. The Cowboys are the champions.
The same day, Miami's Orange Bowl. The daring young Dolphins do in the sage Baltimore Colts.
And so, a fourth down, and this time we do get O'Brien in, waiting for the snap. 35-yard attempt by Jim O'Brien. Snap set down. The kick is blocked. Blocked by Mumford, grabbed in the air by Doug Swift, and the Dolphins have the ball. Swift being wrestled to the far sidelines and out of bounds at about the Dolphin 32-yard line. Second down and 5. Dolphins from our 25-yard line. Reese. Play action, fakes the handoff, drops the throw, firing deep downfield for Warfield. He's got it, 45, down to the 45, 20, he's got to go the distance, down to the 5, touchdown, Dolphins. Hinton splits off to the far side, Perkins to the near side, 3rd and 6. Colts ball at their 17, back to throw. Unitas sets up, he is firing deep, downfield is Hinton, it is knocked away, intercepted by Dick Anderson, the 40, 45, 50, down to the 40-yard line, cuts back to the near side. The 35, gets a block. 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. He's down to the 5. He scores! Reese back to throw. He fires deep. Warfield is down there. He's got it. 25. Looks for the hole. Far sideline. 15. Down to 10. He is out of bounds at the 5-yard line. New Orleans, home of the Miami Dolphins. Reese with kick and Zonka's footbacks behind him. Spins, hands to Zonk. He's through. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Super Bowl VI, New Orleans, the Sugar Bowl, Super Sunday, a day which has come to mean about as much to the American male as the 4th of July, and a little more than Washington's birthday. Super Sunday.
It's first and goal for Dallas with 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. Hayes goes right, Allworth left. Backfield is split, Garrison on the left and Hill on the right. Staubach looking it over, back to pass, throws one to the end zone, caught by Allworth, touchdown for Dallas! Right in the corner of the end zone. In front of Curtis Johnson, Allworth scores and the Cowboys lead 9-0, and no white handkerchiefs are fluttering right now. Second down and 2 yards to go at the 45-yard line of Miami.
And great second and third effort on the play by Thomas. He was stopped not once, twice, but 3 times before they finally brought him down.
Key block by Garrett. Allworth wide to the right. Hayes split to the left side. Now Allworth comes across to the left, and he'll set up out there on a flip to the left. High formation in the backfield. It's a pitch out to Dwayne again. Around right in, a hole to the 40, down to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, and finally pulled out from behind at the 22-yard line. Thomas, Garrison to the backfield. Allworth is in. Both tight ends are in now. Garrison right, Thomas left, second and goal, 3-yard line. Staubach looks to his left, checks to the right. At the 3, pitch out to Thomas. Dwayne cuts inside the 5 with a 2, and a touchdown for Dwayne Thomas. He made a great move on Bonacani, who fired into the backfield. Dwayne Thomas steps inside of him, Lance Allworth. Looks like the true Bambi. He goes leaping off the field, clapping his hands together. The Cowboys have racked them up now to 16-3. And Greasy back to throw again. Somebody fell down. There's a pass intercepted by Halley down to the 40. Halley down to the 35. Halley down to the 20. Ditka's in at tight end on the right side. 11:50 remaining. Dallas leading 17-3, and they're at the 7-yard line of Miami. And Staubach drops back to pass. Sets up. Pass to end zone. Touchdown! It's the hammer, Mike Ditka.
Before the artificial dust from countless artificial turf gridirons had a chance to settle into our collective memories, the Los Angeles Lakers dribbled their way into the record book. With Jerry West, Gail Goodrich, and Wilt Chamberlain leading the assault, the Lakers set an incredible record by a professional team. The sensational Celtics of the 60s once won 18 straight. In 1970, the Knicks won 19. And in 1971, the Milwaukee Bucks inched the mark forward to 20 straight. The Lakers would win an amazing 33 games without a defeat before it was over. If you leave the Inglewood Forum, home of the L.A. Lakers, drive 5 miles north on the San Diego Freeway and take the Westwood exit, with a little bit of luck and a good sense of direction, you'll come to Pauley Pavilion, home of the UCLA Bruins. While their professional counterparts, the Lakers, were setting records on the way to their first NBA title, John Wooden's UCLA team finished an undefeated season by capturing their 6th consecutive NCAA basketball crown. If you choose to drive in the dead of winter on a transcontinental voyage, our next stop is 3,000 miles due east, Boston, Massachusetts. You can take Route 66. San Bernardino, Needles, Winslow, Arizona, Gallup, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Amarillo, Oklahoma City, St. Louis, and points east, and end up in the Garden. Boston Garden, a hockey player's mecca. Here in 1972, the Boston University Terriers won the NCAA hockey title, and just as in Los Angeles before them, their professional counterparts, the Boston Bruins, followed their lead.
Now behind the net, Jim Dorey handles the puck for the first time, starts at left side, trying to feed it to Rattel, but it comes to Orr at the red line. Orr with it, checked by Rattel, gives it off to Walton. Now Dallas Smith is out there. Walton back to Orr, he's in alone. Orr shoots, scores, upper right-hand corner. Bobby Orr stole the puck, winning alone on Ed Jockerman, and the Bruins lead it 1-0. Esper gets it back, can't do anything with it. Busick took it away. Backhands it to McKenzie. Bruce Hood in the way. Out to Orr at the line. Orr shot. Score! Stanfield, top of the circle. Right side to Orr, coming to center. Cross the red line. Orr's rushing this afternoon. Beats it left side to Busick, but the play is offside. Park and Orr going at it. Bobby Orr and Brad Park. Orr lifts him up and knocks him over on his backside. Orr is on top. Orr pounding away on Brad Park. On the draw, Esposito controls to Dallas Smith behind the Boston net. Around to Hodge, who knocked it by Park. Esposito racing for it. Only Russo back. Cashman in the zone as well. Pass to Cashman. Shot. Save. Score! Goal by Cashman. And the Bruins lead it 3-0 with 1:49 left to play.
I said to Bobby there was about a minute and 15, 20 seconds left to go or something. I don't know. I said, Bob, let's get it and kill the clock. Well, that's telling him that's beautiful. So he proceeded to get the thing and kill the clock.
Back into the zone to Bobby Orr. 2 seconds, 1 second. It's over. The Bruins have won the Stanley Cup. The 1972 hockey season has ended with the Stanley Cup returning to Boston. Johnny Busick will take the Stanley Cup for the ceremonial skate around the Madison Square Garden.
While the Bruins had wrapped up the Stanley Cup and the Lakers had finally won that elusive NBA title, the Indiana Pacers were busy at work wrapping up their second ABA crown.
27 seconds to go. 98-95, New York. Barry again, good again. And now New York's in the driver's seat. Billy Ketter must hurry it across the line. Ketter on the run. Billy with 22 seconds to go. Starts to make the drive. There's the home run shot. It's gone! Billy Ketter with his fourth three-pointer of the game. New York gets it in. 15, 13, in backcourt. Lewis makes a steal. Driving, layup, no good. Rebound, Brown. Wait a minute. Goaltending, I believe. What do we got here? John Bennett says goaltending, I believe. Let me wait and see what we're getting. It is a foul on Ollie Taylor. No goaltending. Freddie Lewis with a brilliant backcourt steal. Went in. The Pacers thought it should have been goaltending, but apparently not. So the Pacers will take a timeout with 9 seconds to go. And the score, New York 99 and the Pacers 98. So this is the way it stands. With 9 seconds to go, 99-98 New York, and here we come. The crowd will tell you. Just take a good long listen. Up, and no good. He missed it. He will get 2 more. It rolled and rolled and rolled. This time he's good. 21 for Fritzy. And again, Freddie Lewis cocks the arm. On the way. He got it again. And the New Yorkers get it in and call timeout in an instant. Now there's 8 seconds to play. And the Pacers lead 100-99. It'll be Tom Washington to throw it in. Let's see what kind of strategy Lou Carnesecca's come up with. 8 seconds remain. Washington throws it in. Here it comes to Barry. Throw it away! It's going to advance to Indiana. The Pacers get it with 5, 4, 3, 2. It's all over! Absolute pandemonium. I mean, it is unbelievable. What we have just witnessed is almost beyond belief. The Pacers, trailing by 20, somehow, some way, by some great stroke of fate, have won the ball game by the score of 100-99.
1972, a leap year, and as every true sports fan knows, a leap year equals an Olympic year. This year, Munich, the Summer Olympics, triumph and tragedy. Mark Spitz wins 7 gold medals, an unheard-of feat, a great triumph. And then, the tragedy.
We interrupt this program for a news bulletin. Olympic Village. It has been confirmed. 11 Israeli athletes have been killed by terrorists in a bloody shootout between the terrorists and German police.
The moment of silence that follows between side 1 and side 2 of this record is not coincidental. (1972), a strange year, a landmark year. Witness the birth of the WHA, the World Hockey Association.
Uh-oh. The word is just in. Bobby Hull has signed a multi-million-dollar contract with the new World Hockey Association.
The staid old game of ice hockey, for so many years an immovable object against the winds of time. First, expansion. Second, the World Hockey Association. Third, Team Canada versus Russia.
1:41 remaining. The score tied 5-5. It was 2-2 at the end of the first period, 5-3 for Russia at the end of the second. And now Team Canada huddled together in front of Kenny Dryden. That's a new one. The five of them, led by Esposito, has been leading this team all along. Guy Lapointe, long bouncing pass to center. Cornwallis was cruising down there, but it's stopped by Luchenko. Out with Shadrin. Pete Mahovlich has it in the center ice area. Stick handles in, shoots it off to the corner. Liapkin going back for it. Shadrin helping him out near the blue line. It was Savard failing to keep it in. Now Savard's pass for Esposito went off his skate. Yakushev was ever dangerous, moving in. Yakushev back of the goal was bumped hard by Lapointe. Yakushev gave him a bump back, and then Canada shoot it down the ice. 1 minute left to go, a 5-5 tie. This is the tie-breaking game. You couldn't get it any closer. Savard at his own blue line, turning around with Pat Stapleton coming out. Stapleton's pass on an open wing, but here's Cornwallis coming up for it. A long shot in off the stick of Esposito. Vasiliev goes back of the net. Cornwallis steals it. A pass in front. Henderson was upended as he tried to shoot it. Here's another shot. Henderson right in. He scores! Henderson! While the team pours over the board, they're mobbing Henderson. They're mobbing Henderson. And Kenny Dryden, I've never seen a goaltender go that far from one end of the ice to the other, over 200 feet, all the way. The team officials are over the board. Henderson has got to be the hero of the entire nation now. 34 seconds left. They got a 6-5 lead. Can they hang on? Well, I'll tell you, you wouldn't ask for anything more. Henderson, if this turns out to be the game-winning goal, will have scored the game winner in the last 3 games of the series. It's almost unbelievable coming from behind against this really, really fine Soviet hockey team. 12 seconds left to go. Russia on the move. Here they come. Petrov coming out. And it's Gusev trying to get a long shot away. Off the board. Dryden takes it. 3 seconds left. The series is over.
While spring seemed to belong to Walter Reuther and John L. Lewis, the baseballers finally decided to call a strike, and play ball. It turned out to be one of the most exciting seasons ever. It started in the American League East with 4 teams in a dogfight for the pennant bone. Then, when it was over, 4 champions remained, Oakland, Detroit, and Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Oakland, Detroit went like this.
1 strike count to Greeny. There goes the runner from first. The pitch is taken. Throw down to second base. Here comes Jackson towards the plate. Here comes the throw. He is safe. Reggie Jackson steals home, but he may be out of it. He crashed into Bill Freehand, and he is hurt on the field. Bryman is set. Here's the pitch to Tennis. Line drive into left field. This may be tough to score on. Here's Hendrick around third. Here's the throw coming on into the plate. He's safe. The ball is dropped. Ball was dropped by Freehand, and Oakland moves into the lead. 2-1 on Gene Tennis's first hit of the playoffs. Tony Taylor moves up to the plate. The count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. There are 2 down. There's a runner at first base. Vida gets set. He kicks high. He throws. There's a drive in the center field. Back goes George Hendrick. He is under it. The Swinging A's have won the American League Championship. The Oakland A's are champions.
And Cincinnati-Pittsburgh went like this.
Cesar Geronimo swings on a changeup and drills it to deep right. Back goes Clemente. She's gone. 1-2. The wind. And the pitch to bench. Change hit in the air to deep right field. Back goes Clemente. At the fence. She's done. Johnny Bench, who hits almost every home run to left field, hits one to right. The game is tied. Here's Perez. Just needed a play. Perez swings. Base hit to center field. The pennant is at first base with nobody out. The stretch. And the 1-1 pitch to McRae. In the dirt. It's a wild pitch. Here comes Foster. The Reds win the pennant. Bob Moose throws a wild pitch, and the Reds have won the National League pennant. 4-3, Cincinnati.
World Series. What comes to mind? Names like Ruth, Gehrig, Williams, Gomez, Stengel, Drysdale, Clemente, Koufax, Yastrzemski, Brock. And try this one for size. Tennis. Gene.
2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball, deep left field. Rose goes back, looks up, and it is gone. Home run for Gene Tennis, and it is 2-0, Oakland. And here's Tennis hit the 2-run home run. Nolan throws him a curve, and he lines it down the line very deep inside the flagpole, and it is a home run. Gene Tennis, who went 0 for 15 and then won the playoff game against Detroit, hit a home run in the second inning off a fastball, hit a hanging Gary Nolan curve, and has lined his second home run in 2 times at bat in his first World Series. 1 out, and the scoreless Oakland fifth hits this one a long way to left field down the line. Overlooking up, it is gone. Home run, Tennis, 1-0 Oakland. McLaughlin is ready. Throws, long drive, left field. Back goes Rose. Looks up, home run, his 4th of the year. It's 3-1 Oakland.
Dillingham to the windup. Around comes the arm. The pitch. Tennis swings. Bassett at the third baseman. High bounce off his glove into left field. Here comes Mangual in to score. It's a base hit for Gene Tennis. And the Oakland A's lead 1-0.
Back again, and a base hit up the middle for Campaneris. And now, for the first time since way back in the first game, the leadoff man, Campy Campaneris, who makes the offense of the A's go, is on at first base. 1-1 the score. We are in the 6th. A breaking pitch, bunted up the line. Perez will have to go to first base. Morgan covering. The sacrifice bunt is complete. Campaneris moves into second base. Strike 1 to Tennis, who never moves from that batter's box. He keeps those feet planted and just stays in there until Bourbon gets the new ball. Nobody throwing in the A's bullpen now. There's an off-speed pitch lined out in left field away from Rose. It's 2-1. Around first base on his way to second is Tennis. Here's Rose's throw, and he's in with a double and his 9th RBI. It is 2-1 Oakland. Rose steps in. He is 2 for 4 today and has made great contact all 4 times. The other 2 were driven deep to the center field wall. Fly ball, deep left field. Rudy goes back. The other warning track is there. The World Series is over. And on one pitch, Rose is out. And the underdog Oakland Athletics win their first championship since they were in Philadelphia in 1930. The A's win it 3-2.
I'd have to honestly say that it's the happiest day of my life. I'm so happy for the players, and the manager, and the coaches, and my family. It's something that's been well worth waiting for. And I'm just so tremendously proud of the great job that this team did. They beat one hell of a great team. Cincinnati is one of the greatest teams in baseball, without a question. But I'll have to tell you, the A's are even better.
Before the last umpire called the last legitimate strike against the last legitimate batter of baseball's finest season, Pete Rozell's NFL footballs were filling the air. The Miami Dolphins, last year's Cinderella team, had suddenly become an awesome power. Everybody wanted to knock them off, but nobody could. Miami went 14-0 in the regular season and swept through the playoffs and Super Bowl VII with their record unblemished.
All right, Domrus, last play of the game, scrambling around, loses the ball. It's picked up by the Dolphins and still loose. Who's got it? Denherter down at the 1-yard line. Vern Denherter, they took the ball away from Domrus, and he almost got in for a touchdown. Down at the 1-yard line, as the gun sounds, the season ends, the ball game ends on a wild, scrambling note. The Dolphins move into the Hall of Fame.
Greasy drops the throw, firing for Warfield. He's open. He's got it. 35 out of bounds at the Redskins' 33-yard line. Zonka and Kick are the split-backs in behind Greasy. Waiting for the snap. Bob drops the throw. He sets up. He is firing for Twilley. He's got it. And he's in for the touchdown. Howard Twilley. And here come the white handkerchiefs. 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Kick and Zonka remain the running back. They split. In behind Greasy. Second and goal from the 1-yard line. Waiting for the snap. Here's the handoff. Kick into the middle. And it's going to be very close. Touchdown. Miami. Here come the handkerchiefs. The Dolphins really should be out in front 24-0, and now it's 14. Jim Kick behind the Sundance Kid. All right, Garrow will get a chance at a field goal opportunity here. The clock says 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Garrow 2 for 4 in the playoffs. This will be a 42-yard attempt. Morrow will hold. It'll be from the far inbounds hash mark. There is no wind that we can tell from the flagpole up here. A 42-yard attempt by Yepremian. Snap set down. The kick is blocked. Rolling loose on the field. It is picked up by Garrow. He tries to throw a pass. Deflected in the air. Grabbed by Bass. 40, 35, 30. He's going to score. 15-10, 5. Touchdown. The clock is moving. They're not going to get a playoff. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. The Dolphins have won Super Bowl VII, have completed the greatest season in NFL history. And that is going to be the end of the ball game as the Dolphins have won it by a score of 14-7.
1972. It was a very strange year. It wasn't that something was missing. It was like someone interfered. A 15-yard penalty, unnecessary roughness, unsportsmanlike conduct, illegal procedure, offside. It was a good year. It was a bad year. It was a year Stanford won the Rose Bowl. It was a year the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. It was a year the Lakers finally won their title. It was a year, 1972, when Jackie Robinson died. And on the very last day of the year, Roberto Clemente, a great baseball player and a great humanitarian, gave his life for a worthy cause.
Now here's Bobby Clemente, who has had, if there's ever been a vendetta, this might be it. Pitch to him from Palmer, and there's a ball hit very deep to right field. Going back for it is Frank Robinson. He's at the wall. He can't get it. It's gone for a home run. Bobby Clemente continues to totally annihilate Baltimore pitching.
One of these years, after he hangs them up, I'm sure that this fellow will be in the Hall of Fame. Most valuable player in the World Series, and a great player for a long time with the Pirates, flew in this morning from San Juan, Roberto Clemente.
Since I've been back to Puerto Rico, I've been having my problems. I think that the World Series was too much for my father, who's still ill from the World Series. But I promised Leo that I was going to be here, and this is my first banquet this year. And I'm very glad that I came because I really, I think I had the most wonderful mother and father that ever lived. I remember when I was a kid that my mother and father, they had to work, and they worked so hard that sometimes they worked from sun to sun to support us poor kids. And all those years, I think that if somebody had to suffer, they did. We didn't do any suffering. And all my life, I had to thank God to make me a sport figure because I love competition. And I think that competition is part of the way that we are living today. I love competition because when we compete to be proud of accomplished something. I see myself lots of time wondering how can some people can live in peace after they struggle alone so hard. And how can so many people live fighting all their life? As you people know, I've been fighting lots of the writers all my life. Not of what I do in the playing field, but I believe that every human being is equal. At the same time, we're going to have so many problems because we are a big nation. I'm from Puerto Rico, but I am an American citizen. And I have the opportunity to travel. I just came from South America. I've been in Europe. I've been in the Caribbean. I hear lots of times that lots of Americans, they want to speak in the American flag. I tell you one thing, I won't trade this country for no one country.